Good morning. We're starting with this morning's Chok L'Yisrael, Ki Tetze Liyom Sheni, Ki Tetze for Monday. Continuing with a similar concept that we've been learning in the past couple days. If you see such and such, and then it changes. So it's very interesting. This morning, the Mussar Sefer Hasidim says as follows: Im ra'ita rasha ashir shemithatenim bo gedolim. You see a wealthy, wicked individual who's either getting, having his children marry very important people, or even very important people coming and being around him, engaging with him. Dalecha. So look what he says. Ki ha'osher lo ba liyado ela sheyada shakadosh baruch hu im lo yeh lo osher lo yithaten bo. HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows that if this individual was not given the wealth and the power, even though he's a complete rasha, he's a complete wicked individual, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu would not have given him and graced him at least with that, then he would not have had anything. No one would have married into him, no one would engage with him. He would be completely lost. So this individual's wealth and power have only come as a pure mercy and compassion of God. Lekach hikdim v'natan lo ha'osher lo ba'avur zchuto שמתחתנים בו, אלא עבור זכויות אבותיו ואמותיו, או שהיו מבזים אותו קודם לכן. Two reasons why. Why is HaKadosh Baruch Hu going to do this now? Why him? Why not someone else? Because of either one of two reasons. Number one, it could be that the person's parents were pious or did things, deeds, and prayers in merit of their children and of their descendants. That could be one. Another is that maybe this individual was embarrassed and disgraced by many people prior to becoming wealthy. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu made him wealthy because everyone was embarrassing him and disgracing him and treating him improperly. That's the first part of the Sefer Hasidim. The next thing he says is Midah b'midah lo batela. So there's always the concept of a measure for measure, right? Midah keneged midah. That concept always sticks, the Sefer Hasidim says. He says as follows: V'tichachesh Sarah lemor lo tzahakti ki yarea. So in Parashat Vayera, right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and sends the angels to Avraham and to Sarah to let them know the great news that Sarah is going to give birth in a year from now to a baby boy. And Sarah overhears the angels telling Avraham that, and she starts laughing. However, she denied that she laughed because she was kiyarea. She was scared. She was embarrassed. Chazak. She was embarrassed from that. Lefi shekizva al yedei Yitzhak, lefi kach meta al yedei Yitzhak ba'akedato. Since she transgressed, or she disgraced, she did not show the proper importance when it came to something she was told about Yitzhak, therefore that was the very reason for her death. As we know, when Avraham took Yitzhak to bring him to the ultimate sacrifice, who came and told Sarah? What does the Midrash say? Or Og Melech HaBashan. Og Melech HaBashan, he came and he... Yes, he definitely is. Og Melech HaBashan came and he did it to hurt Sarah. He did not do it for good intention. He came and he said, you know where your husband took your son? Who knows how old Yitzhak was with the Akedah? 37. 37. So she's coming. We're talking 90 years. Sarah is 90 years old. She gives birth. She's been waiting decades to have a baby. Okay? Now she is... Now, Chazak. He says, you know where your husband took your 37-year-old son? He took him to be slaughtered as the will of God. And Sarah, it didn't make sense. Why should Sarah cry and die from that? Sarah Imenu, we're not talking we're talking someone very, very special. HaKadosh Baruch Hu made it midah keneged midah. Since she already acted inappropriate, even with her emotions. She laughed when they came and told her that she was going to have the baby boy. When she cried because he was seemingly being taken away from her, that brought her to her death, as we know, at 127. That's how we know he was 37, Yitzhak. So this is what it is, midah keneged midah. Next, Imba Reuven lidet tsar v'yigid tsaro l'Shimon. Look how interesting this is. If Reuven comes over to Shimon, this is not the children of Yaakov, it's just an example, okay? Reuven comes over to Shimon, whether Shimon is his brother or his friend, it's regardless. V'Shimon hithanen al Reuven ki'ilu atzar al atzmo. And Shimon is commiserating, he's empathizing with Reuven, and he's even feeling the pain as if the tragedy or whatever happened to himself. Lebasof kishiavo al Shimon shum tsar velo yithanen Reuven al Shimon kemo Shimon al Reuven hare ki'ilu gezalo. So now again, the first story was Reuven came to Shimon. Shimon commiserated. Then Shimon, now lo alenu, one day comes and he's got a hardship and he comes to speak to Reuven, and Reuven does not empathize with him. He does not feel for him. He doesn't even feel the pain as the way Shimon did for him. That now, the Mussar tells us that Reuven is stealing from Shimon. Shene'emar gezelat ha'ani bevatechem, meaning that an ani is a person, I don't like to use the word poor. He's unfortunate, chazak. He's needy. The needy is the best word. He's unfortunate, he's needy. That is what an ani is. So a person doesn't need to be, right? You could be needy and unfortunate when it comes to monetary needs, but there's so many of these. There's emotional needs, there's physical needs, there's advice, there's all type of ways a person can be needing. And therefore, a gezelat he'ani bevatechem, even your friend, even your brother, lo alenu, you can still be stealing from them if you do not act to them the way they were there and felt and acted for you. Va'afilu im nosha Shimon shene'emar ve'afta lerecha kamocha. Even if Shimon succeeds, he gets out of that hurdle. So he had an issue and he overcame it. Even if so, Reuven will still be punished because he did not act with him the way Shimon acted back to him. Ve'im hithanel al havero, af al pi shelo ho'il. If a person feels bad for his friend, and there's nothing, when someone comes to you with certain problems, there's something, most of the time there's nothing you can do. If someone comes and he's pleading to you and he says, he feels bad, a family member's sick, or a tragedy happened. Even sometimes someone comes and he's pouring out their heart for financial needs. A person could sometimes help only so much or nothing at all. So even if a person does that, you just hear them out, you just feel for them. He says as follows: Afal pi shelo ho'il, even though you cannot help and you did not help. Kesheyavohu ozar'o le'oto tsar, when you in the future, or even your children, your descendants, don't do it for you. Do it for your kids. Do it for your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. When you're going to come to that same or very similar pain, HaKadosh Baruch Hu zocher ma she'asa lechavero, kishenasa lo zeh hameora u'moshi'o. So Hashem remembers how you felt and how you prayed for your fellow. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes all of that and he says, whether it helped him or not, it doesn't matter. Let's take those tefillot, we'll take that tzedakah, we'll take that limud Torah, we'll take those mishnayot, whatever it was, and we're going to now take it and give it either to you or to your children or your descendants for a similar need. This is the power of feeling for another. Feeling for another, it's non-tangible. But you come to me and you tell me, what am I doing already? I'm not doing anything. But the concept of being a shoulder to cry on is a Jewish concept. Obviously, if it's between two men or a woman to a man, not physically.
And it's not the
quantity,
quality.
Chazak, it's not the quantity, the quality. Praying for somebody. It's ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Do for your fellow the way you want him to do for you. The same way, like when you're in need and you would need somebody to vent or to cry on, be there for others and do it genuinely.
Beautiful.
The middle.
Now I understand.